we have a peeping chick.
Yep, this is a little probably Araucana or mixed breed, because a lot of the eggs come from the chicken yard over off this side, and they're mixed breeds. See how big the wings are? This chick is only about 3 weeks old or less. They get their wings very early. That's one of the interesting things I find about chicks, is they're the only birds I know of that get their wings before they get very big. All of the birds, including the ducklings, get big and then they get their feathers. And these little guys can almost fly at this age.
What age is this again?
I would say 2-3 weeks old.
Easy, buddy.
Aren't those wings big?
Yeah, they are. Aren't you precious?
Heather, you look a little bit like a mother hen. You totally have a clutch to you. It's so cute.
They like being held against you like that. Especially since it's a little cold out here today.
It is kind of nippy. I can barely see the little head.
He is so cute.
There he is.
They live in heated, with lights on them. Heated cages in there.
He is so cute.
What's the bigger draw, Sarah, would you say here? Do the kids really gravitate towards the fuzzy animals, towards the rabbits and stuff? Or are they into the chickens? What do they really go after?
It depends on the kids. The girls all love the fuzzy ones. The boys seem to like, some of them like the fuzzy ones, some of them really like the turkeys and the chickens and the more unusual things. The girls definitely like the fuzzy ones. The girls all scream bunny when I bring it out. Some are like, oh, sharp little claws on the chicks, but bunnies, they'll cuddle all day.
How many attendants do you have for, oops, I'm in the sun here. How many attendants do you have, like, on a daily basis for the number of kids and people coming through? What would you say?
That's kind of hard to tell. It varies, but we have, usually on the weekdays, we have school groups, and we'll have 8 to 10 of these groups that can be anywhere from 20 to 60 kids each. So we can have a couple hundred people on the farm.
To how many attendants or guides like yourself?
There are, depending on the day, probably 10 to 12 guides.
So you're outnumbered about 10 to 1.
At least. Usually more.
Okay, we're coming down.
Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
The yellow one? Look at this one, Ellie. Right here.